Well, this video is going to start off looking at this brand new building, and we're going to, well, hopefully learn something in this video. And hopefully I'm going to try and save one of my videos that YouTube deemed was non-advertiser friendly. There's a bit of a story to this video as well, because let's just say I got the video back and then I lost it again. So obviously YouTube/Google struggle with what's fair on their site. Now what I'm going to show you up here really is the beginning, the new fresh beginning of one of my older videos, and it's about, well, this brand new building and about how, well, something's adapted to it very speedily. We're going to take a look at that area down there. Okay, here I am down lower now. Now we can start to see what's going on here. It's actually a redback spider's nest or lair. I can see a skin from the female redback spider there as she sheds her skin. The spider is actually there, but a bit scared because the light has come out, and if we razz her up here, we can get her to move and display herself. She's quite a nice one. She's quite large, and I was amazed at how fast these spiders adapted to this area here, considering it's a brand new building. They're the sort of spider that they will basically not attack you, but they'll ball up and try and, well, not be so obvious. There she is. She's the stunner. So this redback spider has taken advantage of this brand new building. There's an angle of concrete there. They love to set up in this sort of scenario. All the bugs and things she loves to eat is there. And her web is basically all along here. It's quite extensive. But what I found up here was a little bit of a surprise, and it is hiding right there. Ooh, look at that there, hey? People said those spiders there are the redback's enemy. Well, they're living quite close to each other. So Mrs. Daddy Longleg Spider is there, and if I quickly bring the camera along here, not too far away is Mrs. Redback Spider's zone. And in seeing that, maybe that says much about the relationship between those two spiders. Now, this whole area, once I had a good look around, is totally infested with redbacks, and I mean totally. This is all new infestation because it's a new building. They're all along here. Okay, their web is everywhere, but I think the most graphic example of what I found of where they're at, sorry for the flashes because of those stupid LED lights, is up at the grill where we enter the car park. The nightmare continues. Oh yes, this grill here is a redback spider's haven. Bugs and critters can get caught down the bottom there. It's sort of next to a bit of a watery reserve, would be the best way I could say it, like where water goes when there's an overflow of water. And if I traverse along here, man, wait till we take a look down here. Well, down there is a drain to the end of the earth, and if I bring the camera up nice and slow here and stop at the right time, we'll see Mrs. Redback Spider in her webby lair down there, living it up. In fact, I got a bonus. Oh, look at that there. Is that one of the youngsters? Is that a male coming in for something special? I think it's another female. Hope you can see that other little spider there. They are everywhere here. I'm calling this the drain of death. And if I traverse up here, we'll see the horror story just gets worse and worse. Okay, right in the middle of the screen, and I'll go down there with my pen and give it a poke. There are the redback spider's egg sacs in a big cluster that they like to do, like I saw in the spider tank, stacks of them there. And down the bottom of the drain I can see the things that the redback spider has been feeding on. It's almost like the perfect home that us humans have made for these spiders. They love it. So we've had a good look down this drain here. Now the funny thing here, and it's not really that funny, is that when the egg sacs there hatch, and probably some of them have hatched already, the prevailing winds that come in off the street there, they blow the spiderlings and everything. You know where they blow them? That's right, up into the area up there where we know the spiders love to live. It is quite amazing. As humans, we build the perfect environment for these spiders to thrive and survive. We are making the next major spider apocalypse. But I watched this area basically from when the building was brand new, and when I saw what was going on here, I thought it was a great start to a video that YouTube/Google couldn't get their head around. Okay, let's get into the video. That's the please don't mess with me stance. I'm about to kill you. But oh my goodness me, if it gets a bite in here, it's going to be all over Centipede. Warning, this video contains extremely graphic footage of a very deadly spider and a very nasty, stinging, biting centipede. If you are triggered by seeing any of these critters, or have arachnophobia, this video is definitely not for you. And now it's just a matter of these two meeting up and seeing what plays out. Whoa, okay, that was the first touch. Oh, I'm sure they are aware of each other at the moment. This could play out very fast. Many people have requested this. And I'll tell you what, that centipede is looking angry, looking very angry. Look at it going. It's actually chasing that redback around. I'm moving the bowl around with my hand here. It's very aware of what's in there, and the redback is just running. And it's making a move. Oh, the centipede just going the wrong direction then. I'm sure it knows what's in there. It's looking very smart on its legs, isn't it? Oh, chasing. Getting up to the redback. The redback is just running faster than it. Bit of a star mark going on here. Obviously, there's one on either side. Now, if you ask me, I think the centipede is the aggressor in this game here. Mind you, ooh, those back things. I don't like those back things they've got. The redback isn't really attacking it. It's sort of just trying to scamper the glass. Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, redbacks will fling web and things if they're feeling threatened. I tell you what, that centipede is looking very menacing indeed. Again, they've split over to two sides of the ring here. Ooh, redback just touched then and is just going to have a rest there for a moment. I think it's just licking its feet. It's probably thinking, what am I going to do now? Ooh, it's going to... Ooh, the back of that centipede, man, watch out. It's dangerous. Centipede is just making a run for the redback, and the redback is running the other direction now. Yeah, I don't know how these centipedes work and what they can see or what those things at the front do. It's almost like they're sensing in front of it, aren't they? All I know is they have got a mean bite and chompers and venom. Ooh, redback is looking threatened at the moment. The centipede is doing a bit of glass work. Oh, there's the redback. Oh, the redback is doing its classic web thing there. Did you see that? Oh, okay, it's starting to get action here. Just going to turn the bowl around so I can take advantage of what I can see here. The centipede's coming back around. The redback was certainly threatened there. Ooh, centipede is just doing some glass work. Again, they're both sides, but as I turn the bowl around here, the redback will crawl around towards the centipede here. It's getting closer and closer. It's going to touch. Oh, it knows it's up against something nasty and it's retreating the other way. It just looks creepy, doesn't it? You know, some people say spiders look creepy, but I tell you what, there's something about centipedes that just gives you the mega goosebumps. Horrible looking critters. Redback has just doubled back around then. Ooh, look at it there, flaring up its front legs. But it's the back legs that are dangerous. Again, it scampers away. And because this is a bowl, they just keep coming into contact with each other. Oh, mind you, I'm not seeing the centipede doing anything that risque at the moment. I've seen more threatening action from the redback spider. And if I'm scoring this, the redback's getting it at the moment. Again, they are either sides of the bowl. The redback would be laying down web as it goes around, starting to know the territory, but the territory's dangerous. Ooh, it's sensing that centipede again and it's backing around the other way. Again, they've split away from each other. I've seen this a couple of times now. Oh, okay, they're near each other again. The little redback is doing those front legs things. Oh, it's gonna try and come in for a bite or something. Oh, and the centipede this time looks like it's retreating. I think the aggressor in that was actually the redback. In fact, the redback's starting to track around. I would definitely say the redback is getting some web in there and setting it up so it's her advantage. Oh, look at her now. That's a dangerous end to beat because I know the back end of that centipede can be really dangerous. And she's making a move here. Oh, man, this is crazy. She's trying to climb the glass. The centipede's going to come in and climb. Oh, my goodness me. Trying to enclose there. Very dangerous there for the redback, but she's headed the other way. The centipede is just here crawling around the other way as well. And because they're in a bowl, they just keep coming up against each other. It has been extremely evenly matched, I feel, so far. I don't know which way this is going to spin. My heart actually goes to the redback spider because I've actually got a ton of respect for them after doing the study about them. But who knows, so many people said the centipedes are super evil. Ooh, what's the redback up to at the moment? Just doing a bit of glass climbing, but getting closer and closer to the center. Ooh, touches it and runs. Ooh, you lose a point for that, dearie. You lose a point. Centipede is doing something with those front bits on it, which I've got no idea what they do. They're like a sensory thing, and I think its very front legs are like things that grab like big jaws. But just up the back, look who has come around. Ooh, see, a redback spider, the back of them is actually the dangerous part, because that deploys that really sticky web. It's almost as if the centipede there is cleaning its whiskers. That's the only thing I could say. Ooh, creepy. Wow. You see those jaws, and it's cleaning now the whisker now. Ooh. So as this plays out, the redback starts to build an advantage up because it puts out more web into the bowl, and I've seen it doing that. It's turning the bowl into its environment. Yes, I'm certain the redback spider is setting up a bit of a trap there for the centipede, and I bet you the centipede doesn't realise. The funny thing about centipedes is I actually put 2 of these in the spider tank. I've forgotten the week, but they're actually fairly lame. They sort of burrowed down. They didn't do all the things that people said they would do, and I think the real way to see how they operate is to put them in a bowl like this, and it's hunting around. Now it's hunting around, it's coming over to the redback, and that's where it's been laying down web. It's going to be dangerous, because if any of those feet get stuck in the web, all of a sudden the redback starts to take advantage, and there's a lot of feet that get stuck. It actually made a grand attempt to climb out of the bowl, but its own weight sort of brought it back down. Obviously, don't come to our place for any cooking, because look how we use our cooking bowls, hey? The redback spider has set up a neat little trap there, has been carefully laying down some very sticky web. And never ever dismiss these spiders, because they are totally amazing the way they kill. Ooh, the centipede. Oh my goodness me! Oh, the redback is frailing here, frailing here. It's at the wrong end of that centipede. That's the jewelry end. Ooh, the centipede doubles back, doubles back, doubles back. And again, because of the nature of the bowl, the centipede is just coming over to the back of the spider there, but it has just doubled back again. It's just spun the other way again. The redback, I'd say, poised in a position to do a strike. That's the sort of position they take when they feeling like they want to do something against something, and this looks like, again, the centipede is backing back the other way. That's the please don't mess with me stance. I'm about to kill you. Uh-oh. But look behind her. Ooh, wow. 10,000 legs of death and great big chomping jaws and venom as well. Ooh, yeah, it's funny. I'd see the centipede doing retreats. Mind you, it's like a double-edged sword, that thing. It's got those back-end things as well. Ooh, if the redback finds any sort of advantage, it's going to take it. Because that's... Oh, it's a double back by the centipede. Oh, my goodness me, did you see that? The redback has just taken a strike. The centipede... Oh, the redback's running there, but the centipede's now after it. The centipede's coming up after the redback spider. Oh, my heart nearly jumped out of its chest watching that one. And the centipede is still coming, still moving towards the redback. The redback spider's going to do what it can. It's back leg action if it can, but I didn't see it then. And the centipede keeps moving forward, moving forward. I'm actually starting to think the centipede just doubled back. It's starting to seem very aggressive all of a sudden. Oh, coming in for it. Oh, the redback spider used those front legs to feel it, and the centipede backs away again. Oh, the centipede just did a strike then. It went across the bowl straight into the redback, and it's now chasing the redback for all its life. Wow, the redback spider is getting web under the centipede there. The centipede looks like it's got a piece of web into its face. I'm pretty sure it got a slap of web then, and it's looking like it's got a bit of its front things are affected by web. Look at that, and it's trying to clean it off. It is trying to clean it off. Almost needs an action replay to slow that up. I'm sure the redback spider struck out with web then. Wow, that was amazing. There's a centipede there. It looks like it's trying to get rid of web from the front there. That's what it looks like. And the redback spider is back in that sort of mode where, don't come near me, I'm going to get you with web. Boy, that's scary when they're like that, really scary. The redback is making a move here. It's moving towards the centipede. I haven't seen a centipede do much since it got that slap of web in the face. It is not moving much at all. Oh my goodness me, it's still licking its funny thing on the front there, whatever it's called. The redback spider is again looking like victory if you ask me. It is coming up to the centipede. That centipede hasn't moved much since that whatever happened in the face. And the redback spider seems to have got control here. Mind you, the centipede is back up and mobile. It's moving again. It's freed up whatever is in its face and it's looking very, very aggro. Oh, and the redback has come up against the centipede again because the bowl brings them together so many times. And the centipede is doing a bit of the chasing at the moment, but the redback can scamper away a little bit faster. Yes, so the longer the redback is in there, the more web advantage it starts to get because it's setting up its little network of traps. And again, the redback looks menacing. It's got that up on its tippy toes there, and you can see on the side there the centipede mooching around. And I'm sure the redback will do its back webby action whenever it can. That centipede was immobilized for some period of time when it got a slap of web into its face. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm sure the video referee's going to tell me. At the moment, I feel it's been a very even Steven style battle. I haven't seen a decisive move from either of them. I think I've seen two very good moves, and at the moment I would actually score this match evenly if I was a referee of this sort of wrestling. Oh, the redback seems to make more aggressive moves now because it's starting to lay down its patch. The redback's feeling a lot more confident in there now. It's going to be one of those bug battles where it's going to be the mistake that will decide the loser of the battle. The centipede is still just going around the edge there, always trying to climb the glass. It rarely goes across this bowl. And that's where the redback's been setting up a lot of sticky web. But I also see moves like this where I think the redback makes decisive moves towards the centipede. I've probably seen that more from the redback than the centipede. Ooh, the centipede, it may be stuck on some web there. It's doing a lot of leg action. And this is what the redback has been setting up very, very carefully. Done a lot of web work in that area. Now the redback's coming over. Ooh, remember I spoke about mistakes? Well, that might have been a big mistake by the centipede. Now, if the centipede can't move from there, the redback starts to have quite an advantage. And I'm just very carefully moving the bowl. That's a dangerous end to be, that centipede, I tell you. That's the situation. Look, looking back a bit, yeah, the redback has been very busy working in the middle of the bowl. And the centipede's, well, I believe it's stuck. And if the redback feels it's got something trapped in its web, well, you know what it's going to start doing? It's going to start... Oh, here we go. Here we go. The redback looks like it knows it's got something stuck in that web there, and it's going to start to deploy lots of that web from the back of it. Oh, looks like the centipede has just worked itself free. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that was very scary. The centipede's looking, very, very aggressive there for a moment. But is it still stuck? Can the redback take advantage of this situation here? I'd say the redback has advantage here because I've seen the centipede get stuck, and it was certainly stuck there for a period of time. I've seen the redback do its webby thing there. Oh, the redback is scampering away. And again, the redback is coming around, and it looks like the centipede is trying to clean web from the front of it there. It's getting preoccupied in cleaning web, and that's going to be a death sentence if you keep doing that, because the redback spider here is a honed killer, especially when it feels it's got an advantage. And it's weird, the centipede has gone into a immobilized state there, its head curled over, and the redback spider is just doing a bit of a glass climb. As it keeps scratching the glass, it's actually moving towards the centipede there, and it's going to touch it, and oh man, I thought this was going to be a ball. That was like an advantage redback because it was going to come in for a bite strike. That was the move they do. Oh man, that was a killer move. I don't think it got a bite in there, but man, while that centipede was preoccupied, it looked very, very vulnerable. Just looking at the centipede again, its front whiskery thing, it's bent back. So I can only assume it's got web on there, and that's because the redback's web is so amazing. Well, with them again split either side of the bowl here, who do you think's going to win this battle? You know who I think's going to win the battle? The one I'm pointing at right there. Something about redback spiders that is just freakishly amazing. To me, the centipede, it's preoccupied with getting sticky web off it. It's starting to lose its zing, would be the best way I could say it. It's one thing to lose your zing, but have you lost your sting? If you've still got your sting, you've still got a chance. Oh, the redback is coming up here, and notice it turns around. That's because it deploys web from the back, and it's going back to the middle there because it's been doing all that web work, and continues to do so across the jar. Oh, centipede, again, near the redback here. The centipede's looking aggressive all of a sudden. I'm just turning the bowl slowly here to keep up with the action. Mind you, the redback's doing a bit of a back leg thing on web. The centipede still has that front thingo bent back, as if it's been stuck with web or something that the redback's done to it. And again, the redback is, there we are, backing itself in the right position there, doing its web thing on the back of the centipede there. Centipede reacted from that. It didn't like it at all. The centipede comes around. Oh, I thought it was going to be a move. Oh, it's going to try and turn around the redback there. They don't like it when the centipede moves around like that. The redback, it's... Oh my goodness me, what's going on there? It looks like it's stuck in its own web, but it can't be. Was that possible? The centipede there is looking like it's getting immobilized. The redback has got some vital web out there. Oh, just be careful, redback, because the back of the centipede there is dangerous. And I think the centipede again is immobilized here. The redback spider seems to have an advantage here. Redback spider's going to probably take a good look at what's going on here. It does look like the centipede again is stuck in that spot there. I'm not seeing it moving from that spot. Mrs. Redback Spider might know it's got an advantage here. It's moving over to the centipede here. I don't like the back end of those things. It just looks dangerous, doesn't it? And the Redback Spider is actually mounting the back there of the centipede. What is going on there? It looks like it's going to deploy. Look at the stance that Redback's got. Oh my goodness me, if it gets a bite in here, it's going to be all over the centipede. I think the redback spider's coming in for a bite on the back piece of the centipede here. I can't believe it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing. This is amazing. The redback spider is going to get a bite of this centipede, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be all over. Oh, the centipede's turning around. It's turning around. It's now after the redback. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, I've got goosebumps all over me. I can't stand looking at this. This is a killer fight. Killer fight. Oh, I've just got to pick up my heart and put it back in my chest. Did the redback get a bite into the back end of the centipede there? The redback spider is moving around and looking very aggressive. It's coming in again. It's putting more web out. I'm not seeing the centipede move very much at all. I think it's stuck down in the bowl there. The redback spider is looking very, very honed. Oh, I can't believe the way this girl's working. It's just beautiful to watch. The redback spider, man, it is, I think it's on top of this at the moment. That centipede hasn't done that much. It's been all redback in the last moments of this battle, and again it's coming in and it's doing some web work there very briefly, I think. Again, it's working the side here. I think the centipede is actually stuck down in some web. Oh, is it trying to escape, or is it trying to form an attack plan? I haven't seen that much aggression from the front of the centipede, and that has surprised me a lot. Ooh, I don't know if I got that, but the redback comes up and it just touches the back of the centipede. Oh, okay, the redback is up near the centipede again. I'm thinking that the centipede's in a lot of trouble at the moment. The redback seems to have scored a lot of points, especially in the last moments of this video, in a sense. I don't know how many minutes back it is, because I can't see the finished edit product, but I can't see that centipede moving much now, and the redback is just frozen there. Look at it there, just waiting. Although it looks like the centipede might be breaking free. It may have got out of that sticky web situation it was in, but I don't know, it's starting to lose its zest. To me, it's not moving around as sprightly as it was before. At the moment of this battle here, I'd actually score it towards the redback. I've seen far more points from the redback's work versus the centipede. Oh, I'd say the redback can walk wherever it wants to walk now. Again, the redback is up near the back of the centipede here. It's doing that weird arched leg movement. I always see that as an aggressive move by redbacks. I saw it in the spider tank, and I'm seeing it in the battle zone here. Oh, the redback is up near the chomper's end of the centipede here. All it has to do is get a bite in, maybe through a leg or its back component, and the redback's going to have a massive advantage. But all the while, the redback sets its web traps, because that's its little secret to success. The centipede is free again. Oh, they just kissed then, but I didn't see any making up. And the redback spider is running around. It's much more mobile than the centipede. It's really moving at full force, I'd say, and it's going to come up towards the back here. Oh my goodness me! My goodness me! This is a sort of area where it takes huge advantage if it gets a bite in. That centipede is history. Oh, the way it walked over it there. Killer move. And again, that redback is just totally sizing up the situation here. It must feel victory in its little legs. Oh, the centipede again seems to be on the move, but the redback is still setting its little traps in the middle there, still playing its very redback game. Again, it looks like advantage redback here. It's up near the back here. If it gets any sort of bite into the back end of that centipede, it's history. And the redback really has command of the situation. Look at it now, just walking all over that centipede. Oh my goodness me! Oh, it's just attacked the head! It just attacked the head! Oh, my glasses nearly fell off from excitement there. My heart has just jumped out of my mouth. And if the redback hasn't got a total advantage of the situation now, it never will. That centipede is looking defeated, defeated, defeated! Look at this. Look at the way the redback just commands a situation. It's going to get a bite into a leg, I know it. Oh my goodness me. Can you believe the way that little girl there works? Isn't she a stunner? 10,000 points to Mrs. Redback there, and she's only a juvenile here, and this centipede here, man, it has put up a grand battle, but I don't think it's ever going to win now. Oh, the agony of it, just watching this and the way the redback just has total control here. It's surely getting bites in, leg by leg by leg. The redback spider must sense victory at the moment. It just keeps going back to the centipede here. Oh, stunning to see. The way the redback moves up on the centipede, and it keeps laying its web because it knows it's got to have its own little area here for a war. It has just been stunning to watch, and I'm just trying to get nice and close to her as she makes a move on the centipede. Here she comes, here she comes. Oh, look at that. Don't you love it? Wow, she's beautiful. It doesn't stop. She just keeps doubling back now, and she must sense victory. She must sense victory, and wow, what a glorious meal, hey? Oh, look at that. She's doing whatever she wants. She's got total control. And again, she's coming in here, and I really think it goes back to, I'm sure it was a slap of web that the centipede, oh, look at that. The centipede's not even trying to attack her. I noticed she steers clear of the front of the centipede. Maybe she knows what it's all about. But I really didn't see the centipede take a strike. Or maybe I'll be corrected there. Maybe I missed it in the sense of looking at the video. I think the centipede again is stuck on web. And the redback, has command of the situation if that's the case. Oh, yeah. Okay, and she's going to come in and do a fangy thing there, I'm sure. Look at her there. There'd be many, many people surprised to see this because so many people said this battle would fall the other way. I'm sure she's doing things on the legs. She's doing whatever she wants to do. This is her meal now. Look at her there. Just totally amazing to watch. Oh, don't you love... Wow, look at that. I always thought that was the really dangerous end of these critters too. Wow, that redback spider, just amazing. With their venom, it can take some time to take effect, and if I talk too much about that, I'll give away the result of another video. Yeah, I noticed with larger creatures, they can take a long period of time to die, and we saw that. Oh, look at that. We actually saw that with the lizards. When the lizards were bitten by these spiders in the spider tank, sadly it took so long for them to pass away. But she has got total and utter control of the situation here, I'm sure of it. So much so, she just keeps coming back for more, doesn't she? She's not scared at all by what's going on here. That's her next meal. I've been surprised that I didn't see this back end of this centipede do its nasty thing. I thought the back end there was quite a snappy piece, but maybe I'm totally wrong. To me, the centipede there is just losing its speed. And the Redback Spider does whatever it wants to do. Oh, look at that. Man. Aggressive little girls, aren't they, hey? Just spinning the bowl around there. She's just coming in for strike after strike after strike. She can certainly sense victory here. I mean, the poor thing, just, you know, a couple of hours back, she was living underneath one of the bins in our place, and now she's put in this giant battle that she would never expect. But, man, she is showing her class. And I've always said, the Redback Spider, man, they are a class act when it comes to killing things. One of the most ultimate killing machines in the backyard. I know there's going to be quite a few people sad of the centipede's fate here, and it's not going to be a pretty fate because it's going to take a long period of time. Just going to probably see the Redback Spider make a move, and it seems to like to come in on this back flank in a sense. Probably the safe side to come in on. The Redback again at the front here. Obviously the centipede knows it's in trouble. Look how calm the Redback is now. Total control of the situation here. It's doing whatever it wants to do. That's the difference between winners and losers. And it really does, what it does stand back to is really the Redback was laying sticky web all the time when it was put in there, right from the start. Oh, it's going to do another little move here. I just love their action. It's going for the, wow. It's going for the headpiece here. That was very, very violent. Naughty Mrs. Redback. Naughty! And she just keeps coming back for more, for more, for more. It's all her game now. Totally in control. Look at her there, the back there. She's going to make a move, most possibly, and keep right on the tail here. She'll probably think I'm the enemy in a second. She'll be spraying web at me, but no, she's going to come around. She's turning around. Isn't she a stunner, eh? We'll give her a name. What am I going to give her a name? Betsy? Hey, Betsy the killer? Maybe you can give her a name. Let's just see who's watched this battle. Give this Redback Spider a name, please. And let's not call her Mrs. Gonzo, hey? I don't know, they do these weird things, like they do this faceplant thing. I don't know what they get on, they're sneaky things, aren't they? They got some very, very peculiar little special spidery things that scare you. And again, wow, she's coming in for the headshot here. She says, done it before. I'll do what I want to do now. And she's just really probably waiting out a game now for her venom to take effect on this centipede here. I'm sure there would have been points here where there was bites inflicted, and I'm sure she's putting down a web and really trying to immobilize this critter and stop it from trying to escape. Really, I like it when she does these head shots and she'll come up and attack. Oh, she's going for the body. Oh, look at that. Whooshka. Does some web action, just flies by and doubles back for another walk in the park. Yeah, nice to watch it play, isn't it, hey? And again, she's coming in, and there's that back piece there. I want to definitely see her do a bite thing, because I know they're really epic when they do their bite. Again, there she is, on the body of the centipede, walking where she wants to walk. And she just doubles back around now. I mean, she must completely sense victory here. There she is again, walking over the centipede. That's funny, I've been looking at these spiders now for some time, and I actually get semi-comforted by looking at the way they work, in the strangest way. I'm starting to really like them. Coming across, come on, I want to really see that fangy action that they do. They've only got really small fangs, sometimes really tricky to video. Oh, here she is up at that head area again, as I say, but she doubled back on the glass then. Yeah, she's touching the centipede here. She's just waiting out time, I assume. She may want to get some more bites in. She's not whispering to me her secret tactics, I can tell you that. Yes, I'm pretty sure that she did something to one of those back weird bits on the centipede here. Again, she's touching. She's touching. I want to see, when they do a bite, they do this decisive leg movement. And she's done another walkover. Yes, I can only assume she's doing web stuff as she does that. She's been doing lots and lots of that. But I love it when she does this crawl up the body. Yeah. Bring it on, girl. Bring it on. I just keep seeing her repeat the same action. See, she comes in and touches. There she goes, and then she's doing another walk up the body. There'd be so many people surprised to see that, I can tell you. And look at that, she just whoosh. It doesn't matter anymore about the head. She just does what she wants to do. Oh, look at her now. Aggressive little thing, isn't she? Oh yeah. Over the body again. Nice work, girly. I think most people would agree with me. The redback spider has total control. Look at that, up on the head. They're up on the head. Total control of the situation. Totally. Look at that. I mean, I can't believe that myself. Right on the chompers of the centipede. Totally amazing. I mean, look at now. She just stands by this thing now. She's got it. Again, here she goes up the head, up to the head, up to the head, onto the chompers there. The centipede isn't doing a thing. So what is she doing up there? What's her secret plans to be? Is she the kiss of death or something from the redback? Totally amazing. Again, it's gonna be the kiss of death here. There must be, oh, look at that. Look at that. She must be trying to get bites in. There must be something very important up the front there. Look at her go. This is now attack after attack after attack. She just doesn't stop now. So a bit of time has gone by and I could only assume she thinks the venom's taken effect and it's a lot safer for her to play games like that. I can only assume she's getting in as many bites as she possibly can. And she just doesn't stop. She just keeps coming back for more and more. Well, there's plenty of legs there that have a bite on, I can tell you. Look at her go, and there's those things there. She seems to like to play with those. I thought they were dangerous. She just doesn't stop coming back to this centipede here again. She's walking up the body, going up to the head here, which I always thought was a death sentence. Look at that. And there must be something at there. Oh my goodness, reeling in pain. It must be bites. It's got to be bites. The redback is getting bites into the head of the centipede here. There has to be bites because I saw the centipede reel in pain. Just trying to get it out of glass experience here. The redback doing its walk over there. Up to the head, up to the head. Oh, it looks so ugly, doesn't it? It looks a bit distorted because I'm looking through glass and look at the redback doing it what it wants to do. Do you see much happening from that centipede? No, I don't see much at all. And that centipede, I tell you what, it's lost a lot of its energy. It's not moving anywhere near as much as it was before. Oh, again, the redback up near the head of the centipede just walks over. I think for a while there, the centipede actually broke free. But because the redback is laying so much of its web in here, it just goes from entrapment to entrapment. So many people said to me that these giant centipedes are absolute spider killers. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't see it like that. The one thing that troubles a redback spider, and I think everything gets troubled by it, is colonies of ants. They are extremely nasty and aggressive. And look at this redback doing whatever it wants to do. But in saying that, when I captured this redback, it had actually captured a very large and nasty ant. So, you know, if you have a colony against you, I think you're a goner, but they can take out ants when they're loners. Oh, redback up near the head there. You know, you'd think there'd be a chomp or something from the centipede. Nothing. Redback just does what it wants to do. And each time they encounter each other, the redback just lays down more and more web. And I'm absolutely certain that Mrs. Redback knows the centipede is sick and in trouble, and it just plays out a beautiful game here, poised to take advantage and to come in and walk over the body whenever it wants to, or scamper away like there. Earlier on I thought the centipede was going to wrap itself around like a pincer movement against the Redback, but it never really fulfilled that. And again, the Redback is up on that head section there. It likes doing stuff up there, but also doing the bowl as well. It must be dangerous. Redback again is going to do the body walk and up to the head. There's head area, it seems to be a very important strike zone for it. Ooh, scampers away. But don't you worry, it's always going to come back and play. There we are again, up near the head. Yes. I'm sure someone can explain why the Redback's fascinated with the front of that critter. Oh, again, up near the head area again. I hope we've seen that nice and clearly. Whatever it is up, must be those whiskery things. Wants to play with or bite. Although I always thought in a centipede that was like the death zone. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Oh, that's quite a manoeuvre from the centipede then. I thought it had an advantage, but oh, again, it seems to be on top of the Redback. It seems to be getting a second wind, but I don't know. To me, it's just lost its energy. It could be the best way I could describe it. It just doesn't seem to move as... Well, it's certainly not moving freely. It's not moving as fast as it was before. A good reason for that is because I just keep seeing activity like this. Oh, back up on the head area there again. Must be something very, very important to do up there for the Redback to keep risking its little life up there. I mean, I've totally lost count of the times the Redback has come back to the centipede. Look at that head again. Okay, so definitely something very important to strike up there. Well, I can see why this Redback has made it through to this size. It's such an aggressive one, isn't it? Just keeps coming back, hey? And it's going to be, ooh, up near the head there again. Or is it going to scamper? No, it's going to scamper. And I love it when she does this walk up the body. Look at that. That is going to send lots of shivers down people's spines, and it just goes totally opposite of what people told me what would happen between a giant centipede and the Redback Spider. Totally opposite of what people said. Look at it there. Doing whatever it wants to do. Biting wherever it wants to bite. Look at that. Working its way up to the head again. Frailing those front legs very carefully. Yeah. I'm sure someone will tell me what's going on with the way the spider's working. Why it went for the head. It initially went for that tail section, which it's playing with at the moment, but it seems to be the head was the main thing to take out. Again, she's doing a walk on the wild side. I keep saying that's going to shock so many people seeing this. There's something up the top. There must be those very important antennae, whatever they are, on this critter. She must see that as a very important thing to get Venom into, to take control. But she's, she just hangs around wherever she wants to hang around. I'll be honest here, there's no way, I don't think it's going to swing around the other way now. Miracles, well, miracles do happen, but I don't think it's going to happen this time. There she is, playing with the back of the centipede now. Yeah, look at her there. Very spider horrific, isn't it? Watching the way she does things. Wonder if she's going to get a bit of a stinger into the back there. Whatever those bits in the back of the centipede are. Maybe, I don't know. It's very hard. Well, I'm looking through a little viewfinder. It's very hard for me to see exact details. Oh man, it just was. Maybe she's just doing some web action there. Oh, look at that. Legs frailing up there. Oh, I hate to think what she's doing there. I do wonder whether she's done a bite thing there on those back things. Notice how I'm calling them their proper name? I've got no idea what the back of a centipede's called apart from its back end. I know one thing, on the Redback Spider does get a bite and you'll see the critter, it'll have a reaction to it. It's very hard to see because the centipede's quite dark in colour, and obviously the spider is as well. I've just got some extra light on that. Maybe we can start to see what's going on there, but it's very hard to tell exactly what that Redback's up to. I can only assume it's doing a bit of fangy action. And the head of this centipede, well, I'm starting to see its little jawy things work, and as horrible as they look, wow. Didn't see much menace from then. If we go down the body here, that's what we're seeing at the back here. 8 legs of death attached to the back. The spider did free itself from the kiss of death, but it's gone up for another kiss on the head, and I think we'll see this cycle over and over and over. I can't see how the centipede's going to win this. I'm pretty sure the redback spider has won it, but what I'm going to do is let some time play out, because we could watch this for hours and hours. I'll put some muslin cloth over the top here, and I'm sure next time I reveal this, the redback will have a wonderful meal.
8 hours later.
There may have been a title or something saying like 8 hours later, because I'm coming back now to see what's going on inside the battle bowl here, and I'll carefully take the muslin cloth away. Oh yeah, I think I can see a very clear winner and also an extremely clear loser. The redback spider, wow, what a prize trophy that is. And in the 8 hours that have just gone by, I actually found a little garden orb spider. I wonder if it's still alive. There it is. Oh yeah, it's still kicking. I'm pretty certain Mrs. Redback is still kicking. Let's see. Yes, look at her there. There's nothing wrong with her. Ooh, she's having a go at me there. Look at that. She wants to spray me with her stuff. Oh, the redback's still having a victory dance here, but as for the giant centipede here, and it's literally stuck down to the bottom of the bowl because of the redback's web, it's not moving at all. I can prod it around here, I can't get it to flinch an inch. The redback's venom will start to turn this critter basically into fluid, and if I move it here, we might see, yeah, there's some fluid coming out of it. It's a very, very sick thing. Well, of course it's dead. Let me just turn this over so I can see the other side. There's the underneath of this beautiful dead centipede. It's something that we rarely saw in the battle because it was, well, always on its feet in a sense. And maybe I can get a close-up of the munching bit that really didn't menace the redback at all. There it is there. I did some reading up. Apparently the front legs have evolved into like chompers. But I didn't see them doing that much chomping in the battle. I'll just turn over Mr. or Mrs. Centipede. I'm always worried I'm going to say millipede. I don't know why. Yeah, very impressive kill by Mrs. Redback. I'm not sure whether this beautiful redback spider is going to come along and feed on the centipede. What she is deserving of is a nice little environment for her retirement, I feel. And in the 8 hours since the battle, I've been quite busy in the workshop. This is what I've constructed for my beautiful Mrs. Redback. This isn't Spider Tank 2.0. This is really for me to analyse what the redback spiders do if they're presented with a structure, and also to try and curb the problems I had of the spiders always using the corner of the tank. Maybe doing that in the middle there is going to solve some problems. First thing I'll do is I'll transfer this centipede here over to the tank. Obviously it's passed away, and I'll put it down there nice and carefully. Watch out, McQueen. Whoa, it looks nasty. I'll also very carefully get the little garden orb spider across. I'm not sure if I'll get it on camera, but trust me, it'll go across. I just shine a light in there. That spider's right on McQueen's door there, balled up. And it leaves just one more to transfer across, and it's going to be Mrs. Redback Spider. Yeah, just get on the tweezers here nice and gently. She'll put her web out behind her, but I know how to deal with that. Okay, across she goes, and I'll very gently just tap her down. Okay, down she goes. Hopefully. She's down, I hope. And as I suspected, she's finding a nice little recluse area to live. I'm sure she's going to love this new home. So this is not Spider Tank 2.0. This is to help me build Spider Tank 2.0, and I think one thing that's going to really help is having a structure in the middle there. One problem I really had was the redback spiders loved this corner, and people said to me different textures and different things they won't go for, but hey, that's yet to be proven. I'm pretty sure the redback in there is going to make a lovely home in that centerpiece there. Look at her up there. She will turn this environment into her home, and that's one thing about redback spiders. They are really adept at turning an unnatural environment into their home. I really classify her as a prize fighter after witnessing what I saw in this video. I will come back to this environment here, and it is just a test thing, and we'll see what happens and see if my predictions about where she makes web come true. This video was shot on the 31st of August in 2017 down in Australia. We were coming out of our winter time. The bulk of my audience comes from the northern hemisphere. You'd be rolling into your winter time. Hope that makes sense. We're starting to have some nice warm spring weather here in Sydney, and the redback spider started to make a nice little home in this tank. Now what I'm noticing is there is a texture in there that she doesn't like to put web against. This may be a very, very interesting thing to understand if you want to try and stop these spiders. But I need some more time to evolve to really understand what's going on. And the other curious aspect is she never came down to feed on that centipede. I don't know why. Sometimes a redback spider will kill something and then not feed from it. It's very strange to see. Maybe my audience has the answer to that, because they always do. And yes, another giant YouTube myth about centipedes versus spiders has been put to rest. As far as I can see, redback spider kills centipede. Yet somehow I know there'll be many people who want to argue against that. Such is the bizarre nature of YouTube. Okay, please let me tell you the story behind the original video and how I was treated along the way, okay? Maybe it gives you an understanding of why people are getting so gruff, okay? The video was demonetized and I thought to myself, that's a bit strange. As far as I could see, it wasn't crossing over the line of the criteria that they set for being advertiser friendly. So I asked for a manual review. It failed. The manual review, it's a 40-minute long video. I remember watching it. It seemed to fail within a couple of minutes. I thought, well, that's weird. Obviously, whoever looked at this didn't look at it. And I thought to myself, well, I'll try my best. And I argued my case in a letter. And I thought about this letter very carefully. I can't show this letter because this could become a legal case. Anyway, I got a reply back from Google and they actually gave me monetization back. I can show you a screenshot of where the video gained monetization. Again, you can see the part where it lost monetization. It goes down to basically nothing. Welcome to the world of YouTube these days. And then I got it back, but then I lost it again. Okay. I just thought to myself, wow, I totally wasted my time in that fight. And then from that point on, the googly people really didn't want to talk to me. I was on the outer, okay? Welcome to the real world for me. Why am I being treated like this? My partner has become my enemy. I've been on this site for 11 years. What's going on here? And then I had a whole onslaught of videos that were basically demonetized, and I was failing manual review just about every time, and it was across all sorts of videos. Spider videos, toy videos, but in particular videos that had my children in the video. That was a very common thing that was going on. Anyway, as I babble along here, I'll show you some statistics and data related to the original video. I know some people are curious about that. Mind you, I don't glean much from that at all. Apart from seeing when a video gets demonetized, you basically get a big kick in the backside. It becomes zero. Its value is zero. It's not even worth making a video if it falls to becoming income from YouTube Red. Now, from what I can see, the way the producers have been treated, and there are many other people I know on the site who have been shafted, is totally wrong. As we've heard in the news, some people are reacting to this, and it's not good news. The way I react is I stop producing for this site because they don't deserve a minute of my time producing stuff on their site. And my theory behind this is, why should I feed what is a busted machine which has very little respect for what I produce? Now, I've had quite a few months away from the site, and it's been quite a revelation because, well, I find other things to do, don't I? You know, other things to play with. It's been fantastic. Now, what I dislike the most about this whole demonetization process, especially the manual review process, which seems to be so fickle, is not once, never, ever do they tell you this is the problem of this video. Because they just cover it up saying, oh, it could be the title, the metadata, it could be the thumbnail, it could be something in the video, but they never pinpoint the actual problem. And that is the total fail of this demonetization process. They never ever educate you into what's wrong with the video. I think the clanger for me, and I've got many videos that have been demonetized, one of them was just me and my children basically playing with a frog that we found in the backyard. And that got demonetized and it failed manual review, and I thought to myself, what is wrong with this video? It is just such a simple, playful video in the backyard of the kids looking at a frog, yet it's deemed not suitable for advertisers. What is going on in this site? Well, I better stop here because I'll just get more and more angry. I'll wind myself up and then, have to go to hospital. But I saw a very astute comment online talking about this demonetization process. I think it was on another site. It wasn't on YouTube. I've just been trying to steer away from the site because it just nags me now. But I saw a person say that the algorithm that's pulling the videos down is like algorithm roulette. Okay, we're not playing Russian roulette with a gun, we're playing algorithm roulette. And you know what? That's exactly what it feels like, because it just seems so random in nature in the way it destroys your channel. What does this video teach us about the Redback Spider? Well, I added a piece at the start to emphasize this in the real world. Okay, we saw that the spider can adjust to an environment which isn't its own very fast. Once the Redback Spider was in the glass bowl with the centipede, the critter that's going to win is the one which adjusts to the environment the fastest. The Redback Spider did that in very little time. Now, both of those critters were out of their comfort zone. Both of them are nighttime critters. The Redback Spider was able to adjust and turn it into a win. And I know there'll be many of you out there saying, Leo, why are you even bothering fighting the system that double demonetized this video? I've actually got a number of videos that have been double demonetized, and I'm going to fight them one by one, because I'm not taking this sitting down. And I'm sort of wondering whether by now Google are starting to wake up to the damage they are doing to producers who make money for their wondrous company.